And there's one that were showing their life in, where do they live? Where do they live? They're not in the mainland anymore. Do you remember?
The where?
Our Rich Journey group.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
It's this couple that like
they're in
$1 million by the time they're 39, but
the stock market just saved and did a lot of stuff. They think they're living in Colombia, I think. It's somewhere in South America.
Someone like that. They moved down there.
Yeah.
And they're showing like how they're living. And they have this like very minimalist lifestyle. And there's like very little pictures on the wall. The furniture is like small, and it worked for them, but it's like I don't know if I'd want to hang out with these people. They seem kind of boring.
I mean, super boring. I mean, I've watched their channel. They give great advice, but like to your point, they built a lot of their wealth by they would buy a cheap home in the area, live in it, renovate it, and then flip and sell it or rent it, and then move on to the next thing. Mm-hmm. So they are very minimalist. But
they also talked about like he would always bring his lunch to work, right? And they described it as like somewhat antisocial.
Yeah.
So they would like always bring food when people were going out. Like they wouldn't buy things when they're out, like cutting costs down to the bare minimum.
Can you imagine somebody coming to your restaurant at your birthday party with a paper bag? Like, oh, don't worry, I don't need anything. Just give me some water. And we're just eating a sandwich and chips while everybody's cutting in their steaks and shrimp. Just shaming everybody, right? Because now they did. One thing no one can argue is, I mean, they had one of the largest HSA accounts I've ever seen in my life. They were contributing to the HSA and using that like as an investment account, which you can do. Mm-hmm. But I've never seen someone take that money and invest it. I've only seen them use it to go pay for medical bills, tax-free stuff. These cats had like hundreds of thousands in it. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in the HSA. Kids had stock portfolios are bigger than most adults. They're kids. That this is all they do. But they're like the Tim Duncan of like investors. Like they do basics. They don't spend anything extra. They just accumulate.
But at what cost though? I mean, it sounds like you've done all of these things to save, but you've explained they live a very austere life. It's almost antisocial. At what cost do you save all of this? Like those extreme cheapskate people. Have you seen those shows? Yeah. Those people who
dumpster divers.
Yes,
that work on Wall Street. Like, what the heck is wrong with you?
There's a thing. To me, there's a balance to it. And are they saving all of this and then giving it to charity? Because then I'm down with it. I mean, like you have a goal. You're like, we just want to be $1 million donors to these certain causes. Okay, I can see that. But then you just save it and for generations and generations. And then what? Especially if you live.
It'll pay off. It'll pay off. You're saving it for generations after generations.
So yes,
definitely give more return. But to your point, how much of your personal life are you okay with? In your older age, when you look back and you think, man, I didn't get to grab a beer with any of my coworkers, friends. I didn't get to, go to Las Vegas and just have fun. I saved all of my money, went towards just saving and investing. We didn't do anything.
So like you save your money so you can enjoy life later, but you don't enjoy life anyway.
You don't
enjoy it.
No, because I'm sorry. I'm just so I get fired up.
Let's jump into the show. I'm about to start the music.
Let's jump into the show. As we jump in, hey Levon at Top Golf. Good luck to you, man. Thank you for tuning in, even though you're on the green. I don't know what to refer to it.
You're at the top of the golf.
Yeah. At the top of your golf. Hey Erica, thank you for tuning in. When you were dieting, you had to bring your own food to a party. It's rough. That's rough. But that was for a good cause, I assume. Right? Trying to get healthier, I assume.
No,
It's a bad party.
Saving money is dumb. But what's not dumb is tuning in to the Can't Tell Us Nothing show on your Tuesday night. Thank you for tuning in, YouTube and Facebook. Kelly, may the 4th be with you as well. This is the show where we take opinions, discussions, topics, turn into improv scenes round the spot. Where Can't Tell Us Nothing, a group out of Houston, Texas that does improv.
Cheer. I lost my air horn. Not for long, though. Oh, got it back. Too bad the moment has passed.
Moving.
Never too late.
Remember that, folks. It's never too late.
It's never too late to hit that air horn.
I mean, so going back to the discussion, I mean, that was the lesson in the movie, in the Queen Latifah movie Last Holiday, right? I'm thinking of the right one, right?
Okay, keep going.
She was like,
she was dying.
Yeah, she was eating TV dinners and saving money, and then she got a mistaken diagnosis that she was gonna die, right? And she started spending it, started going on a vacation and gambling and dining out. Then she learned she wasn't gonna die, and
she learned for all the money she blew.
And then she made a lot of money suing them. And then she learned that she should have been enjoying her time that she had.
Yeah.
Right? Tomorrow isn't promised today.
Yeah. But see, there's two sides to the coin, right? There's the dumpster dive, the Works on Wall Street, which was an actual character from Cheapskates. And then you have the YOLO, who has not one dime to their name.
Right.
Always mooches off everybody else, but knows where all of the parties and everything that's happening, the latest and greatest fashion trends, but they ain't got shit. They're probably going to be old and ain't got shit, right?
They have an Apple Watch, but just got back from a 2-week stint in South America and don't have a dime to their name.
At all. Owes everybody money. Keep buying new shit. Those are the extremes, right? Somebody who lives life against all of its normal, I guess, respectable interactions. They are just having fun. They have one life. They don't want to regret anything, even pissing off friends. And then you have the other, like you said, the rich family, the basic, super wealthy, but the conversation you'll have with them past 5 minutes probably won't lead you anywhere exciting outside of like anything that has to do with their money. And is money really worth it? Like, I always come back to this, man. Going back to the stunning question. Is stunting something that is natural for like living beings, right? Our need to enjoy ourselves, but also have the perception that we're enjoying ourselves way more than what we actually are, because this is all the show, right? Case in point, Antoine, you have a dog. I don't know if you've ever seen dogs do this, but I've seen a lot of dogs do this. You give them a toy or a bone, and most dogs, if there's another dog around, will prance around. Hey, I got this new bone. What do you have? Oh, it's not this. Let me keep prancing around. Keep prancing around, right? Is that not stunting? Is that not stunting, right?
I've seen that. I've seen that behavior. I think it is. I think it does come naturally to people. I think if you give a child a shiny new toy that they like, they're gonna go show it to people, say, "This is mine. You can't play with it."
Nope.
You have to teach them to do that. They just do it automatically.
I've seen a dude pull up in a nice car, get out, and tell people, "Don't even look at his car." In that, like, that's like a reverse stunt, right? It's like, I'm stunting already, but I don't even want you to look too long, because the stunting might do something to you. You might want to come and do something to my car. But why did you get the car if nobody's going to look at it? Why bring it out? You could have took an Uber and nobody would have noticed you.
Was he serious? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like reverse psychology of like, but hey, don't look over there. Don't think of the pink elephant. You got to think of the thing. You're going to go look at the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe no one's looking, and he needed a way to make people look.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
That
Who's
guy?
behind the curtain? Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah. Money is crazy, man. One thing I learned from my studies on money is it is absolutely connected to people's emotions. Absolutely. The psychology of money is so like it's hand in hand, man. Especially if you study how people spend money. Someone told me, watch what people spend their money, and that shows you what they actually care about and love. And that says a lot, right? So the rich family cares a lot about, I guess they have like a 200-year plan for their family. And maybe we're wrong, right? Maybe we don't see what they see when their 10 generation kids are crypto trillionaires and everyone else is dumpster diving because we have to, right? The government's like, that's all the food we got is what's left over from these restaurants where all the rich people eat. We don't know, right? We don't see that far ahead. So in some cases,
the problem with that is they're not going to be around for those 200 years. Someone else is going to take that over. Are they going to start the plan, or is it going to be somebody who's like, YOLO?
Yeah, that's right. We got this. Let
me buy that car nobody can look at.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Because no matter what I do know about humans, rich or poor, is that we're social, right? So if you get so rich that, and if everybody else is dumpster diving, and you can't have relations with people because you're afraid they're gonna want what you have, and and you have this adversarial thing, that's a miserable existence because ultimately humans are social, and it'll probably kill you faster that you have nobody around you when you're rich than jumping in a dirty dumpster with a bunch of other people who are living at the same level.
At least we're together.
You don't get it. That's the.
But do you think technology extends that, right? So this is saying that's if social media is not even a thing, because there's a lot of people who just social media and they feel like that's their social interaction, but it's almost like turning them into narcissistic people. So in a sense, to your point, it's bad for the people who have the money who are that disconnected anyway. Absolutely. But I don't think it's going to stop many people from doing that because of that whatever that is about us that feels that we have to have more. Success is about how much excess you have, in America. I don't think that's going any way anytime soon. But the other side to that is, if the rich family's kids were already participating in their life, so they would have to literally jump off ship to crash and burn all their family's money. And that's if the family don't even have like a trust that says their kids can't touch it for like 50 years. But the grandkids, statistically, wealth disappears after 2 generations most of the time for rich people. So the grandkids will probably fuck the money up. And then all of that, like penny pinching and saving for 100 years that the grandparents did, boom, 10 years gone. Easy. So there's an argument, right? Stunting, maybe the group. Is it better to stunt or is it better to save and protect everything you have? If you only had one choice, if you were born again and they said you have 2 options, 2 personalities, you're either going to be a person that stunts even if you don't have it, or a person that saves everything. Which one would you guys be? Erica said her dog stunts daily. Absolutely. Dogs are also jealous creatures too. Very jealous.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that has a lot to do with stunting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're social creatures with no social skills. I mean, whatever their skills are is pretty rough.
I think it works for them.
It works for them.
They're good listeners.
Yeah,
they're good listeners.
Yeah.
That's their redeemable skill.
To answer your question, I would say stunt.
You want to stunt?
Stunt. I do.
Team stunt.
Team stunt.
Team stunt. I do, and because it just seems like more fun. The saving person
what fun is that?
Sounds to me like Scrooge from Christmas Carol or whatever it's called. Right? That dude was rich and on like Christmas Eve was sitting in a cold house with a small candle eating gruel all by himself.
Yeah. In a terrible nightgown, by the way.
Roughest, coarse nightgown.
Yeah.
But he was rich.
Yeah. That's horrible.
But then he started stunting and everybody loved him.
True.
Came out to the street, buy this family a turkey, throw some money at some of these other people. Everybody was like, oh snap, look who's here, it's Scrooge. Ah!
No, I don't think that's how it went.
Money for everybody. Money.
That's how the story went.
Money. These ghosts told me my only problem was I wasn't stunting enough. Comes out, buys a big Christmas tree with gifts for only him, but it's like enough gifts to give the whole town. He just opens them up. Hey, y'all, look what I got. I think
we cut to Scrooge in his mansion, and it's the day after Christmas, and a ghost walks in. Hey, Scrooge, Mr. Scrooge.
Yes. Who's there? Who's there?
It's another ghost.
Another?
Yeah.
Aren't you done with me yet?
No. See, I'm here about New Year's. You did great on Christmas, but we really want to see you go all out on New Year's and just really throw the biggest, the best New Year's bash the world has ever seen.
Ghost, I learned my lesson. I've been more generous, but I've been going over my bank statements, and I gotta say I'm uncomfortable with the amount it's at. It's usually much higher than this, and I thought I might just take it easy this New Year's and then come back around Valentine's Day or something.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to be, a stingy old man again, that's fine. We'll just go somewhere else for New Year's and have a party without you, I guess. This is a nice.
No, wait, ghosts don't go away. You're here for a reason.
Okay.
You're here to teach me a lesson. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Well, here's the plan that we ghosts have. 500 of us are going to come to your mansion and just have a great time. But we need food. We need drinks. We need a water slide.
What? Hold on. Wait, I thought I was supposed to be bringing cheer to the town. I figured I'd go to the orphanage and buy them all gifts or something. Why would I throw a party for ghosts?
Because we helped you. Now it's time for you to help us out.
What? Also, why would ghosts need food? I feel like you're toying with me.
We're not looking at food.
Shouldn't you be showing me an alternate reality where if I don't stunt, then people will suffer, or I will suffer?
Okay, fine. You know what? Let's do that. We're going to show alternate reality what's happening if you don't throw the ghosts a great New Year's bash in a couple of days. You ready? You ready to go?
Of course, I'm ready.
Come on, let's take a walk.
And they walk.
And see how all these rooms are empty and dark and dusty?
Yes, this is my house. I haven't had time to clean up. I've been busy.
Right.
Trying to recuperate.
Yeah, see, that's not good. I mean, you're a really rich man, and this is how you live. Terrible.
You just gonna insult my house? I thought you were gonna show me the world.
Okay, come on. Let's go outside. Come on.
All right, this is the way to the alternate universe, and of course. Okay. All right, what are you showing me?
I'm showing you your lawn. See how there's no ghosts out here?
No ghost.
Yeah,
why is there no
water slide out here?
Look. If you were just trying to impress your ghost friends with my wealth, you can take that elsewhere, okay? I have turned over a new leaf, but I am no fool.
Everybody.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go for it.
We cut to the next day to the next ghost. Hey, yo, Scrooge.
Who's there?
Scrooge, get up.
Ah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. My man Amechi.
Had a long night.
Yeah, no problem. Ghost Amechi was telling me, he was trying to show you what life would be like, if you didn't throw this New Year's Eve party and you weren't feeling it.
No, I wasn't feeling it.
All
I
right,
didn't
no
understand the purpose.
Just come with me. Let's drift over this way into this home.
Okay, we can do this. All right, I'm used to this. Show me something.
All right. You see that couch over there? There's nobody sitting on it.
Okay.
Right there. You see that TV? It's just playing Dick Clark. New Year's Eve.
What are you showing me right now? This is my couch. This is my TV. What is the? Look.
I'm just.
How about this? How about this? If it'll get you guys off my back, we'll throw a small shindig with a handful of ghosts.
Okay.
Couple of hors d'oeuvres. All right. Something nice and tame.
Like 100 ghosts? What are we talking?
I don't even know how to. Let's say 20. Let's say 20 ghosts.
No problem. We'll handle it.
Tell 20 of your closest friends and only them that they can come to the party. Okay.
We cut to a couple hours later. Another ghost shows up. Hey, Scrooge.
Who's there?
It's me.
It's a ghost. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Of course. It's a ghost. It's always a ghost. Who are you?
Well, my name is Jay the Ghost. And word travels around in my neck of the woods that you were having a party and I wasn't on the list. And
I don't control the list. You got to take it up with Ghost Tandi and Ghost Amechi or something. Look, I don't want any craziness. Okay, it's a small, intimate gathering of close ghost buddies. That's all it really is.
It's going to get crazy, by the way. I mean, there's nothing you can avoid. I mean, we're ghosts, dude. We don't ever stop partying, and we don't have to get drunk. We're already floating. It's going to be a thing. So, what I wanted to tell you though is, if I couldn't come to the party, you don't want to know what happens.
Are you going to show me?
Yeah, I could definitely show you. Yeah, let's just walk down the hallway.
Okay.
You see this here room right here?
Yes, I see
all this space right here. You see how open it is and dusty it is.
Ghost Amechi showed me the same room. I know it's dusty. I haven't had time to clean. I've been talking to a lot of ghosts.
Do you feel how cold it is in this room? You feel?
Yes.
See, if I was at this party, I would be DJing right here in this room. This whole place will be turned upside down. It'd be sweat all over the walls. It'd be honeys running in and out. You wouldn't even know if they ghost honeys or real honeys. It don't matter. I satisfy both. All right. You don't want to have a whack party without a DJ, man. Do you?
I guess not. If only one more ghost shows up, it could be a DJ.
Well, I gotta have my crew with me as well. I gotta have Ghost Bug, Ghost Ray J.
We cut to the New Year's party, and Scrooge is in his room. There's music going outside. There's like 1,000 ghosts wandering through the house, going through the walls. And hey, Scrooge,
who's there?
It's Ghost Amechi.
Ghost Amechi, what the hell's going on? I told you 20 ghosts top.
I know, but a few more ghosts showed up, and there were just a few more in the neighborhood, and you know how it goes.
There's ectoplasm everywhere.
Yeah, it was a good time for the airport. Hey, the Ghost Cup showed up to shut the party down. Could you come close to them?
The Ghost Cup.
The Ghost Cup. Hilarious. Yeah, man. Scrooge, man. But isn't there like I forgot what story this is. There was some palace, it wasn't the Palace of Versailles, or it was some palace where the royal family in that palace was stunting so hard that the whole town just came and just ran through the palace and just fucked everything up, kicked everybody out. I forgot what story that was, but I remember hearing about it in some history class. I want to say it was in France or something like that, but it was one like I guess you'd call when stunting goes wrong kind of stories. Great history stories and stunting goes wrong. I forgot what it is. I'm gonna look up what palace that was, but it was some story where some palace was so beautiful and so grand, but everybody was out like starving, kids dying to death from the bubonic whatever, and they were watching this unbelievable, palace being built with gold floors and everything like that, and they were like, how long are we gonna keep letting the bubonic plague kill only us, right? Let's go mess them up, right? So, man, what do y'all think about that, man? Do you think there's an argument for that? Like, can somebody stunt too hard, or can somebody be? In that case, they were royalty, and of course, that money and all that royalty was birthright, right? But today,
was it a birthright?
Legally, is what I'm saying, right? That chattel system and all that not chattel system, but all that that happened in Europe. That was the land. That was a law of the land. It's not saying it's right or logical, but it was a thing. And then back then, the royal family stunted all the time. Like, you don't need all those damn bells and whistles on your jacket. Everybody knows you're the king, queen, and whoever, right? But today we have a lot more billionaires, a lot more millionaires, a lot more people self-made, a lot more people who are just have that kind of luxury. Is it a bad thing for them to stunt and floss their wealth? That's a question I want to pose that to the group, the chat. Is it a bad thing for a rich person to flaunt their wealth?
It's always in bad taste. It's always in bad taste to do that.
Bad taste or a bad thing? Bad taste is like opinion, right? Somebody could be like, I don't like that guy has a Bentley and I drive my Honda.
Yeah.
Shame on him, right? That's opinion. But you think it's a very risky thing for that to continue to happen? Because there are going to be more billionaires, more millionaires as we keep going. Yeah.
Do you think it has a detrimental effect on the world?
Yeah.
Part of me says no, because you want them to spend their money. It helps the economy in a weird way.
Absolutely.
Not to get into trickle down economics or any of that crap, but
the economy.
Antoine.
Oh my God.
Spend then, I guess.
That's insane. So it helps.
But someone has to build that palace, right?
Yeah, to a certain degree. Money is spent. Yeah.
It's always in bad taste. You should be humble. Keep it to yourself.
Why?
We all know.
Why?
I mean, we know. What are you doing? Because it's in bad taste. Why? I think that because you set yourself apart from other people, you put it out that, you have access to things that other people don't have. And to me, that puts you in a position of if somebody wants to take it from you, if somebody wants to do something to you to compromise that, you make it public knowledge that it exists and that people have the option, not the option, but they could do that to you. So if you just
I would say that doesn't necessarily mean bad taste, unless bad taste just means you're making yourself a target, because that's what you're describing is by doing that you make yourself a target to others. Right?
I don't know. Well, to me, it just looks like you've never had anything. Like you just throwing stuff out, and I always feel bad about that.
So Tandi, if you had $50 million in your account, how would you spend your money? Obviously, that's a hypothetical, but I want you to really, really, really think about looking in your iPhone and going, "That's a lot of money. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I'm not going to go spend it on building streets and shit. You're probably going to go buy a whole bunch of stuff that you never thought you were going to spend and call people and go, hey, remember when I used to say if I ever have a child buy a plane, hey, I'm flying to your house, bro. I know you live overseas. I'm coming. I'll be there in 2 hours, right? DMX even had a line. He said when he was at the top of the rap game, he realized it wouldn't stay forever. He had two choices. He could just continue to rap and write and act like it wasn't a thing, or he could take advantage of and all the things that he knew he never got before this thing, and he would probably not get after his decline, right? There's a legitimate argument to that. not saying he should have slept with thousands of women, even though he was married, which is what he was referencing. But from a money standpoint, right? $50 million, $10 million, right? Like that. Going back to the stunting, right? Like it's bad. It's in bad taste to walk around with like a $50,000 handbag and you're showing up to the homeless shelter, or like Melania Trump. Sorry, all my Trump fans out there who like C-Ton. Shout out to y'all if y'all do.
I think it's Melania Trump likes it.
Shout out to Melania Trump if she does.
Does she follow us? She liked our
page? Somebody please confirm that, please. But
somebody get her to like our page.
Like it was something like right after Hurricane Harvey or hurricane that happened in Puerto Rico, she got on a plane wearing like Versace velour suit with something on the back that said like, I don't know what it said. It was kind of like, I don't remember what it said.
Like, I don't care. Or do you care? Something about not caring.
Who cares, right?
Yeah.
As she's flying into Puerto Rico, they go, shoot toilet paper at them while they're in the water, right? That is bad taste. That's bad taste. Sometimes I think some millionaires and billionaires get a lot of flack for taking an absurd amount of risk and reaping the rewards, right? There is some argument to that. But, we're not talking about rappers wearing 99 chains, right? That's bad taste. That's different. But Michi, what's your take? I want to hear Michi's take. He always has a very grounded.
Which font?
Yeah, the stunting. Do you think it's bad for a rich millionaire or billionaire to spend their money and flash it on expensive things like yachts, right? Those are money pits. They sink money.
No, I wish they were all bad with money. I wish they would all spend all their money. It would make the world a lot more interesting.
See, I knew
if they were all billionaires and then they were all broke. That would make the world much more interesting.
If they were billionaires and then went broke?
They're all billionaires and they all went broke.
And they went, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Some really interesting foreclosure sales and auctions.
Yeah. The first bid of the $200 million estate. By the way, I don't know if y'all know this. Neverland was just sold like a year or two ago to some hedge fund manager. Bought it for like 40% of the value of what it actually, I guess, cost Michael Jackson to build. Which, by the way, isn't that kind of like stunting Michael Jackson to build Neverland? But yeah, to like that just made me think of that, like a billionaire auction, right? Michael Jackson's own place was auctioned.
I do want to hear from Tandi. Was that in bad taste?
What is that? Neverland?
To build Neverland? Is that bad taste?
Let's see. Let me see. No.
Have a roller coaster in your house?
No.
$200 million.
You know what? Here's the deal. These are the things I can't judge you for. I can't judge you for how much you spend on your house because you need a house to live in. Yes, it may be excessive, but you need a house. I'm not going to judge you for
family of 4 with 16 rooms. You're not going to judge that?
30 bathrooms.
Human beings need a home to live in. I'm not going to judge you for that. I may have some judgment on how many homes you have, but even that, I'll even leave that alone. Like, now you see what my leanings are. So like property and whatnot, I don't have no problem with that.
Okay.
But like cars,
there's no conflict. There's no conflict in that.
There's no conflicts. No, because you need a home to live in. So I'm just gonna say whatever. I'm gonna turn a blind eye to your home. And I'm sure you had shrubs. You didn't just see it on the street. You had to like be invited there. It was off the road. It wasn't like there for everybody to see. You knew it existed, but you weren't invited. You can just drive by Neverland and see it. So hidden stunting. When you have stunting with a wall, like behind a wall or some protected area, be free to stunt. It's still public space, but be free to stunt in a place that's hard to access.
So the palace I was talking about, it's the French Palace des Tuileries. It's Tuileries. It was a French royal residence adjacent to the Louvre in Paris. It was destroyed by arson, and it was where Louis the 14th or 15th or 16th, Louis the 16th or whatever, I guess, his family were forced to get out of the home because the French citizens stormed the palace to burn that shit down.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do that around people in abject poverty. That's why America works, because you have this substantial middle class, and, you know, middle class wants to get richer. You know, poor people want to move to the middle class. You have all of those different steps that you can get into.
It's a good ladder.
Yeah, to prevent revolution. Yeah. But if you got abject poverty and then palaces made of gold, man, that's like gasoline and fire.
It's feudal, right? It's feudal, right? It's like, why would I continue to milk this cow that I got to give 80% taxes on to this dude that has, he's spitting out, you know, cranberries and throwing away whole foods, you know, like just on parties that he throws for his friends that live hundreds of miles away in their palaces, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
We cut to a couple looking out their window. You know, Tandi, I don't know if I trust our neighbors. I don't know what they do for a living, and I see them. They come with these big boxes, but I don't know what they do with it. It's weird to me.
I know, but you know, to each his own. Okay, we're different from them, but I mean,
do you think they're hiding like how much money they have?
No, there's no way they'd have stacks of money in those boxes. Don't be ridiculous, Antoine.
Okay,
I don't think so. I think they're regular people like us. Maybe they buy a lot of computer equipment or something. They're setting up something in their home. I don't know.
We cut to the house. Amechi, did you see that box of hundreds that I thought I asked you to grab from the van?
Oh, I may have left it behind.
You left the box of hundreds?
I'm sorry, there's so many.
That's the 8th time this week, Amechi.
I know. Yeah. I hope it wasn't open.
I mean, of course it was open because I counted every time I stop.
Oh,
I have to check all the boxes. Dude, we've lost tens of millions of dollars just in this move. Okay.
But we still have hundreds of millions, so I think, you know, we're okay.
All right. How many more boxes do we have to go get from the other storage unit?
There's another 50, I think.
We got back to the house. I mean, they've been moving boxes in all week long. I haven't seen a single couch. I haven't seen a single table. It's weird.
Maybe they have some modular furniture that they are putting together. We never know. We don't know what other people do for furniture. Antoine, I think you're just being really suspicious.
I mean, I get it. You like that we mind our own business.
Yes.
We stay in our lane.
Yes.
We drive our Honda.
Yes.
And, you know, we don't get in other people's notes. I understand. But what if they're like super rich? What if they're like gonna build like a crazy thing in their backyard? They're putting up this big wall. I don't know if you've seen it. They put up a big wall. You can't even see into their backyard anymore.
They're allowed to have a fence or something outside a wall, whatever their choice
is. It's a stone wall. Looks like the Great Wall of China.
It's not my quality.
We come back to the house. Are we done with the plans on the moat that we're going to build around the house? Because that's been taking forever to get those done.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, the construction guy said he'll have them by this week. Then, you know, he's running behind again. I don't know if we should give him that bonus that we promised him.
Oh my gosh! Did you send him a box to his family? Did he get the box?
Yeah,
and he's still taking his time.
Maybe, I don't know if he's expecting another box to show up so you can, you know, finish the job. But, you know, I'll send it if we have to.
Don't send the whole box. That's just ridiculous. Give half the box. Just send half the box.
We cut back. Look, no, come here. Look, come here. You got to see this. You got to see this. Look here.
Okay, what now?
That is a drawbridge. You cannot tell me that is not a drawbridge that they're putting in their front. They're building a drawbridge for the front of their house. There's something going on here. We got to investigate.
It's not my taste, all right? But they have the freedom to build whatever they want, Antoine. Listen, You've got to calm down. Look, if you need a closer look, one of their boxes was accidentally delivered here. Why don't you go ahead and take this box? Yeah, they got. I put it in the. No, it's not our mail. Who do you think? You think I'm a savage? I don't open people's mail.
I know you're not a savage. You're a wonderful woman.
Yes,
but this is our chance. We have one of their boxes. We can say we thought it was ours. We didn't look at the label until we opened it. Let's open it.
Okay, but if they say anything about it, I'm blaming you.
Okay, fine.
It's all on you. Okay. Let's get a knife here. Let's cut. Oh.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
What is that? What is that?
You see what this is?
I see a box that looks like more money than I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
We cut back across the street. 89, 90, 91. Hey, John, I think there's a box missing.
Oh, that's impossible. How is it a box missing? We have
91 boxes. We should have 92 left.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Are you sure you counted 91? We can always count again, right? I mean, you 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure. Hey, but you know what? The neighbors are. What are they doing? I can see into their little tiny house over there.
You can see that house? I thought it was a shell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What are they doing? It looks like.
Is that one of our boxes?
Those motherfuckers open our box.
They're just throwing money around in their bedroom.
They don't even care about it. They're just throwing it. It was stacked perfectly. It took me hours to stack all that money in that box. We got to go say something.
Or we can just fire this cannon at them.
And scene. Shout out to the chat coming through. Philly's thing Versailles. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Versailles.
Yeah.
They also got the quote from the back of the jacket, the Trump jacket. I really don't care. Do you?
Oh, that ain't even stunting. That's just disrespect. That can mean so many things, right? That can mean so many things.
Patrick asked who would stunt more, people from Long Line to Wealth or the Newly Rich?
Newly Rich.
Oh,
that's an easy one.
If you came up quick.
But wait, Bill Gates is getting divorced. So all the single ladies.
Yep. All of y'all line up.
Back on the market, ladies.
I don't know anything about his life. I promise I don't follow him. I don't know anything. I assume from the way he dresses that he probably doesn't do a lot of like physical stunting. I don't know what kind of car he drives. I can't say anything about that. I think he stunts though with all these charitable organizations and these foundations and come on now. You can have a little mom and pop NGO. You don't have to have a foundation. You can keep it small.
It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
With Tandi, it is.
If he had $40 billion, right? It's like he has $40 billion that he's giving away. Why not? Why did you give it away to the whole world, Bill? Why didn't you just give it away to small mom and pops? You asshole. Trying to cure malaria from all these countries. You should be worrying about American dollar, American business.
There are potholes on my street, Bill.
Yeah.
How do you fix those?
What about the kids here that have electricity but need better textbooks, right? What's wrong with you, Bill?
Over here curing diseases.
No, I heard about that today. Bill and Melinda Gates. I have a lot of respect for Melinda Gates. She is a very interesting person because you could say that they were equally yoked. Like Melinda is as intelligent as Bill is. She was one of the first Microsoft employees hired. She been running the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which has more money than Bill Gates probably right now. But that's an interesting, like, why a divorce? Like, what's going on, man? I think these billionaires are like trying to get back in the game. You know, Jeff Bezos got him a young publicist or somebody that he's dating. Now he's moved in LA with $100 million mansion. It's like, okay,
but why get a divorce? Why not just do it? Why not just
not?
do whatever you want?
I mean, because
why they got to go through the legal turmoil of a divorce?
Oh, again,
there's too much gray area in that.
Human beings are social creatures. The interpersonal relations between human beings can very often not be solved with money or any of those things,
or even science.
Or science. It's human, as capricious as human nature is. The one thing you cannot bank on is human nature. You cannot bank on what human beings will do. You cannot do it. That's the human being.
We cut to Bill Gates' bedroom. Hey, Bill. Bill?
Yes.
Hi. Sorry. My name's Ghost Amechi. I'm a ghost. And I know you've been looking for new causes to back. I was wondering if you might want to throw some dollars to the way of the ghosts.
What is your biggest problem that you guys are experiencing as
biggest problem?
Apparitions. I prefer the term apparition.
Okay. Thank you. That's very
apparition, Amechi.
Sensitive of you. Thank you. We're having trouble. I think our biggest problem is like our parties don't have enough water slides. And so we really want to raise awareness about that so people can, make sure that there's a water slide at every ghost party that happens.
Are these parties in Africa?
They're mostly in America. It's hard for ghosts to travel. So I'm not really sure what's happening in the rest of the world. But the ones here,
are y'all are y'all bonded to the American soil? You can't float over the sea. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. We can go in the sea, but we can't go very far. It's like a few yards out. Unless you drown, then you can be in the water. Yeah, but we're trying to raise some awareness about that. So if you could start a foundation, if you could just throw some advertising dollars out there, just to help us out.
I got a question for you. Have you floated into any of my other peers' houses and figured out what foundations they're starting? Because, if Jeff Bezos is starting a ghost foundation, I got to have an even bigger ghost foundation or apparition foundation. It's only right, but I kind of want it to be anonymous too, because I got so much money that I don't even want people to know that I'm creating things. So can you give me that information? If you can give me that information, I think we can make a deal.
He's definitely got one going.
He does.
Yeah.
How much money did he invest in it?
He invested a lot of time. He's invested a lot of time. And a little bit of money. Like he threw a party last week. It was okay. And just had a fundraiser. So if you want to do that, I'm more than happy to spread the word and get like 500 ghosts in here. Just have a really, really good time.
500? Okay. We'll have a pretty big great room.
Okay.
Let's do this. If I trust you.
Okay.
I trust you.
Yeah, I know great DJing. This will go really, really well.
Okay. And after we raise the money, you guys are going to manage the slides and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can handle that.
Okay. All right.
Then we can just get new ones every time we have a new party.
No, I would prefer to make one purchase and take care of all of this in one shot. I have a lot of things going on in my life right now.
Okay.
I need a lot of my mind. Okay.
That's fine. Just Jeff Bezos was going to get us new ones every time. Could we get ectoplasm on them? He understands that and wants to always get new water slides for us. So. But whatever Bill Gates wants to do, that's fine.
We cut to Bill Gates and his engineers. All right, guys, listen. I'm pulling the plug on all our projects. All right.
Okay, something big must be happening.
We almost have a cure for it.
Yeah, we're real close.
And HIV. What's up?
Yeah. We'll put a hold on that cure. All right. Bezos is breathing down my neck.
Bezos.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos. Yeah, this guy. I mean, of course, I could have been the richest dude in the world, man, if I would have gave it up when I was 40 years old. I stopped wanting to do that. It was stupid.
100%.
Yeah. 20 years of stunting as the richest man is no longer even a thing anymore. It's kind of like, stupid. So
yeah, people want to see.
Oh, yes. So idiotic.
I got a new foundation I'm starting. All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm
into that.
And I need you guys to build some water slides that don't have ectoplasm that sticks to them.
What?
What do you mean?
I don't get that.
What part are you confused about?
Mainly the ectoplasm part.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that like a Ghostbusters thing?
No, this is just to say I met an apparition a few nights ago who pitched a really nice idea to me. And, I'm one for deals, and they have a problem with ectoplasm. It's kind of like
Bill,
yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Sure.
We heard you're going through a bit of a divorce right now. Yeah. And we're wondering if maybe you should take a break. I feel like the stress is getting to you, and maybe you shouldn't be making these large decisions right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Does everybody feel that way?
Yeah, you've never talked about ghosts or apparitions before.
Never talked about apparitions.
We come back to Bill and the ghosts. Oh, that's what your employees said? That you shouldn't help the ghost community at all? The apparition community?
They didn't say it like that.
Okay.
But
let me ask you this question. How many apparitions do you have on your board? I'm going to guess none.
I mean, I did have a guy die on the board, but I don't know if he's. Is
he still on the board? We don't. Probably not. Probably replaced. Okay. See,
we cut to the board meeting. John, we've noticed that you've brought a few extra chairs in.
Yeah.
But no one's sitting in them
at all.
And you mentioned in the email that there'd be some new board members.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the names you gave us when we did a Bing search was they were deceased. So just wondering what's going on?
What's going on?
Well, first of all, thank you, Antoine, for calling me by my new name, John. This divorce is really doing a number on me. I had to change my name. It's just too hot out there. And second of all, these seats that are in this room have our newest board members. Welcome, Apparition Amechi, Apparition Tandi, and Apparition John.
What are you talking about?
These
are empty chairs sitting on our board that should be filled with intelligent, brilliant individuals that are going to control what the foundation is doing.
Well, I still haven't heard anything that is wrong here. This guy, I mean, they have voting rights. Apparition Amechi used to run a nonprofit before he was murdered. He's pretty intelligent. He was the executive director of YesWeHelpPeople.com. So I voted this in. I have majority shares of the voting power on this board, and I'm going to give these seats to my ghost pals here to help us with diversity, because I realized when I looked at my board, there was a bunch of the same types of people,
Alive? Is that what you're getting at?
Human?
Living people?
Call it what you want. It's bigotry. All right. It's bigotry. So I'm going to give the floor to our newest board members. I want everybody to sit down and listen to what they have to say. We're taking this organization to a new level. All right. Take the floor.
we cut after the board meeting with John, Bill, working with the ghosts. I think that went well. I thought it was a good meeting. We said our part. They were really confused, the other members, but if they don't understand what we're trying to do here, maybe they don't need to be on the board. Maybe it can just be a ghost board.
Right, and you really need to do a lot of education on apparitions. I think that your board is not knowledgeable about our history, about our place here in this society.
About how ectoplasm works.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really got lost in the ectoplasm discussion. I do think there may be a need for a ghost board. I'm just having a real hard time selling it to the rest of my live board members. For whatever reason, I thought that meeting was going to go a lot better than it did. Yeah. So here's what I'll do. Let's have another board meeting. I'm going to roll out the ghost board thing. But I don't want you guys to talk too much about the ectoplasm. Just stay right into the intelligent part of like how we manage all of the funds and stuff that we do. Let me handle the ectoplasm.
We cut to the suburbs. Tandi, come here.
Yeah.
Look.
What's going on?
The new neighbors coming in. Do they seem a little transparent to you?
Yeah, they're not even walking.
I
just
think
kinda
they're a
hovering.
ghost family.
No, Antoine,
And it makes me uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you. Because you're my wife.
To each his own. We have to give people the freedom to be who or what they are. It's not our call.
Yeah, do we have to live next to them?
Listen, we've already moved away from the people who shot the cannon in our house. I can't get into any more neighborhoods with you. This is expensive and it's weighing on our marriage. You got to calm down.
Yeah, but they have a nicer car than we do. I think that one is on a board somewhere. At least he's dressed like it. It just makes me uncomfortable. I feel like we should say something. Oh, let's knock at the door.
Get the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
Ooh, hi, I'm your new neighbor.
Sorry. I'm not. You're the first one I've met.
The first
neighbor.
We're new here as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're new here.
Okay, great. Hi, I'll just come to introduce myself. I'm Ghost Amechi. And I'll be living with a few other ghosts across the street. Who will say hi, introduce themselves. And let you know we're having a party. If you want to stop by.
Oh, thanks a lot.
There's going to be more of your friends there? Is it a party though, or is it a haunting? What's it called? I feel like it'll be called a haunting. Can I ask you a question, Ghost Amechi?
Sure.
If a bunch of ghosts are hanging out in the house, is it called a haunting?
That is pretty offensive.
I'm sorry.
and that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, hanging out with us. So shout out again to Levon, Erica, Kelly, Monica, Ken, for sure, Shauna, Patrick. What else is there? Nina? I'm not a pronouncing name. Nina.
Yeah. My mama, she was in there. Monica. Yep. Everybody. Levon. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all make this fun.
For sure. And if you want to find out more about what we do, Google us, please. CTUN Improv, CTUN Improv. You find on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, CTUNimprov.com, Instagram, all those fun places. Check us out. And tune in again every Tuesday evening around 9. Safe time to pick.
Well, that's safe. Yes.
For John, for Tandi, for Amechi, and for myself. That's the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody.
Ectoplasm sticks and slides.
Ruins them, apparently.
And we out, y'all. Peace.